If I call you
YouTube. What's the big old deal, man? Hey, catch this game, man. Before we get into the content, let me just say this, right? How you let people treat you is a reflection of how you see yourself. So if you letting somebody play with your top, you know what I'm saying, lying in your face, playing in your face, that's how you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you letting people disrespect you and calling you out your name and joking about it, kiki shoot with it, that's how you feel in the inside. Because a real one, he not tolerating that. She's not tolerating that. She's not going nowhere where she's not celebrating. You understand what I'm saying? As a kid, it's normal for you to seek validation towards your peers, your big homies, your OGs, and cats your age. When you young, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older and you realize that money means everything to you, paying your bills, making sure you got some change in your pocket every day, all that other stuff go out the window. And what they not telling you is this: when you get older, man, none of this go matter. Your youth, it's over. Once you hit 35, you ain't out there moving like you 18. You got nobody else to depend on. You got no excuses. You see what I'm saying? When you look over your shoulder, mama ain't there. Grandma ain't there. You 35. You can't be like, mama got me out of jail at 40. Hey, I need somewhere to stay. I lost it all. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing everything you worked hard for. At some point in time, you got to realize that seeking validation from people who don't really who don't even know your name, who don't even know your government name. Some of y'all out here is trying to get respect from people who don't even really know who your government name is. They don't even know your alias. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all done crashed out trying to impress somebody else. All right, gang, we got Luce Cannon admit he was Big U enforcer. He's telling on himself. We're going down that rabbit hole again. We trying to see what's going on. Spoiler alert. I think I just seen some content with Big GG. She said, man, there's some nasty work coming out on Luce Cannon, man. She's saying she's going to testify on him. So he's cooked. So what that tells us is that Luce Cannon is about to start singing, because he's already got people that's testifying against him, and he's going to have to testify on everybody else to try to save face, to get out to his wife, his children, his situation, So with that being said, let's get to the content, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Let's go.
Now, again, for everybody that watched that A-Trey video, man, if you ain't seen it, go check that out, because it's terms that are going to be continually used when speaking on federal indictments, like the Title III, which is the formal term for wiretap, in which both Luce Cannon and Brick Baby were recorded on. So not too long after this homicide took place in Vegas, Big U is back doing the regular situation in LA, shaking businesses down. And Luce Cannon is said to be one of the quote-unquote enforcers of his shakedown crew. And there was one particular spot that Luce Cannon implied that he had dealings with in a weed dispensary in LA. Now, the owner of the dispensary was charged tax every month by Big U and Big U Enterprises, to the tune of some months $25,000 a month if business was booming. But that, of course, that number was fluctuating. But at some point, the owner of this weed dispensary, who is a cooperating witness, of course, decided to stop paying because he didn't see the benefit of being taxed and shook down. So Big U sends Luce Cannon and some other dudes
All you wanted was to add a column while planning your next sprint. Maybe it's time to move to Monday Dev. Here are 5 Monday Dev
to rob him and put that pressure on him to make sure he's paying. And at this point, once Luce and all these dudes brought the work back to Big U, he also called the owner of the weed dispensary to come to the house as well, in which he gave him his items back, but put his tax on it to make sure he was getting his money. Now, the feds allege that Luce Cannon did nothing but corroborate the witness stories by telling all of this information on No Jumper.
All right, so man, this is why I say it gets tricky, right? Because at the end of the day, Big U is going pro per. Y'all gotta understand something. See, it was more people that's involved with this extortion situation, right? So even if Luce Cannon didn't even come to the table and drop that bomb, they already had to do that was going to testify. But right here, this is the part where Luce Cannon corroborate exactly what Dale Morrison said when they interrogated him in an interrogation room. Dale Morrison is testifying against Big U. You see what I'm saying? Eugene Henley, that's already strike. You got, you know what I'm saying? We're going to call it a strike with that. Luce Cannon on the other end, this is all the evidence they need. You see what I'm saying? So when they hit Luce Cannon with that 40 years, you see what I'm saying? And you know, you got his woman on the side and shit. She said, we just got this newborn baby. What you gonna do? We have a newborn baby. You have other children. What are you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? And most time, everybody always say what they would do when they ain't in that situation, right? This man, he don't even be out there. He live in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So is it possible he might just do what he got to do to come home to his family? Absolutely. Make no doubt about it. Make no doubt about it. He having money, his girl having money. You know what I'm saying? You got this newborn baby. I think Sharice Mills said that their son got a diaper deal. All of this stuff going on, driving Bentleys and all that. Man. And look at your other option. You see what I'm saying? He don't have, man, look. 9 out of 10, most of these people said they didn't even know Luce Cannon like that. So if these people are stating that he's not from here, they don't know him like that, what make y'all think he's really gonna hold down the fort? You see what I'm saying? If you ask me, what do I think Sharice will? I say she ain't gonna want that nigga to sit up there and do all that time for some nigga that he don't hang around with anyway. She gonna tell that nigga, hey, we got this baby over here, nigga. I don't know who got, nigga. If you don't got, you got. I don't know what it looked like, but y'all gotta understand this. When you in jail and you done robbed everybody in the city and all that, and if you don't have no family and the only person you got is your baby mama, and your baby mama got money, and she telling you, nigga, if you don't get this shit up, nigga, you're done. Don't think I'm gonna hold you down. You see what I'm saying? Whatever that time is, you can't believe. Think about it. 40 years. Man, come on, man. There's no way nobody's gonna stay down with him for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you wasn't with that person the amount of time that you got. It's looking bad, man, because this is where he corroborated exactly what Dale Morrison said. Let's go.
Where they said Williams admitted to the robbery and the aftermath on the podcast. He also stated that he was Big U's right-hand man and started to implicate himself and Big U in certain crimes on these podcasts, which made Big U send that cease and desist to No Jumper and Vlad TV. The fans was watching. They seen Luce Cannon refer to Big U as Big Useless or Big Uterus. And they also have the January 3rd incident that happened this year where Luce Cannon struck somebody in the head and knocked him out with the pistol and proceeded to remove valuables from him, the jewelry, cash, cell phone, and added up everything to being over $5,000. They watched statements that Luce...
Man, you cooked, bruh. Luce Cannon is cooked. I don't think y'all get it, gang. Y'all don't get it. Let's just look. Man, look. Right now, not only do you have to worry about Jay Reed and that No Jumper incident, right? That's a dead bang. You see what I'm saying? That's a dead bang. You looking at what? Man, you might be looking at 10 or 15 behind that, right? Not to mention the robbery with Dale Morrison. You admitted that Big U sent you in to rob him, and not even that. You had Whack 100 record you on three-way while you talked to that man, right? That's another charge. Not even that. You got Big Gigi coming in the forefront, man. She came and she was open and vocal about it. She said, yes, I will be testifying against Luce Cannon. she's going to see this shit all the way through. She's going to be able to corroborate robberies, shady business deals that we didn't even know about. It's no way this man coming home without telling. I'm telling you, he told on himself. Luce Cannon literally told on himself, gang. You see what I'm saying? His back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, too, at the end of the day, who do he have? Who do Luce Cannon have on his side besides Sharice? Because if he had somebody, man, it would be people out here saying, nah, nigga, we with you right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? And we ain't seen nobody come out like that. Only person riding hard for him is his wife. You know what I'm saying? Sharice. So let's go.
Luce Cannon made saying he was Big Useless's enforcer, that he loves to fight, and that incident could have went a lot worse. Implicated himself in this assault and implicated himself into working for a criminal enterprise, Big U Enterprises. He also posted some of the fight and also spoke about how he was with Big U when P&B Rock was killed, and that they would have told him to comply with them dudes that killed him from A7 so they can bargain and get his jewelry back and tax him on the back end. He implicated himself in all of this, and we see him looking stupid, looking at his wife now, with the feds all around him. All that playing, doing too much playing on the internet. This shit not a game no more. You know, these dudes was known for fabricating situations, making up stories, and falling back in and falling out with people, doing a bunch of shit. Now people looking crazy. He also made statements online that he kidnapped a victim and put him in the trunk of his car and drove him to Big U's house.
Nigga,
why are we talking about this?
Cooked.
He said y'all was trying to
Cooked. Oh, bro. There's no way, bro.
No, that's capital. So explain that story. Wait, so how did you even come in contact with it? And I think supposedly there was a Big U portion of it.
Yeah. So basically,
Grabbed
security is LA niggas.
Yo, I
We
noticed
from
that.
rolling 60s. So nigga, if you gonna protect somebody or whatever, you gonna pick that issue. You just getting paid $500 a day just to make sure he good, but nigga, you gonna lose your life.
This is what ended up Luce Cannon on the indictment.
Bruh.
Now, it seemed that he didn't even need a
No way,
wiretap.
bruh.
He do it for the camera.
They just go
Brick
out.
Baby, on the other hand, they initiated that Title III, man, and he was on there talking about a robbery. November 11, 2022, it said that Big U coordinated with Zaire Mitchell, aka Brick Baby, on how much Zaire would give Big U out of his proceeds from a robbery that he committed. So he was shaking Brick Baby down. All that popping it. But this is why he was still alive.
You see what I'm saying? How that look? How that look, nigga? How that look, nigga? You getting shook down from your own hood. You see what I'm saying? It's probably a lot of these niggas out here, right? It's probably a lot of these dudes right now, bro. They probably in these music videos, chunking up they set, looking whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I don't care where you from, who you is. Nigga, any nigga come tell you, nigga, you need to give him a cut of what you make, nigga, off the back, and nigga, you had nothing to do with it, not even knowing about the situation. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. What you talking to, nigga? Nigga, you feel like that, nigga, we can die today. Yeah, nigga, we both could die. Yeah, straight up, nigga. I don't care who you is, nigga. I will die for a nigga tell me, nigga, come up off this money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna be cool around here, some shit, nigga, I don't gotta, man, you go die by yourself, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you young kids out there, hey, TV land, listen. I don't care who you are right now. Don't you ever let somebody tell you got to give them some money from something that they had no business or knowledge of knowing about. You see what I'm saying? That if you're paying somebody, you are less than a man. You see what I'm saying? See what happened to niggas like niggas standing on your 10, and if you got your ass whooped out there, guess what? Niggas wasn't gonna rob you, nigga. You fought to death, nigga. You fought like a man. You fought hard, nigga. You just don't come back over there. But nigga, ain't nobody taking nothing from nobody. What happened to them days? Like a nigga go have to kill me, bro. Kill me. If that's what a nigga on, nigga, I'ma die right here. Cause nigga, I'd rather live like a man than die like a coward. That's crazy, bro. I can't believe this shit, Brick. You didn't let a nigga you a grown man. You a grown man, cuz. Nigga, hey, nigga, you bleed like the next nigga bleed, bro. That's just a sad. Now you sitting up behind bars, nigga, and you're forced to sit up here and pretend as if your co-defendant wasn't bullying your ass and extorting you. That's crazy.
Allowed to participate in hood activities and claim the hood, bang the hood, do all this. He getting shaken down by the OG. So all them dudes, Don Bonelli, everybody that was calling him out, come to the hood, that shit didn't matter because he was paying his dues. As you should. I mean, that's what everybody does. That's what the G homies is looking for, especially from these young niggas. Anybody that's gonna get on here and debate that, you ain't never seen it, man. That's crazy. This is what happens, especially to the younger generation, man. We seen what happened to Sucker Free over in Lennox. We seen what happened to Money Sign Suede. Y'all go make sure y'all check our Nipsey video out. Kevin McIntosh put a copyright strike on us. Kev Mac made us take it down. He did that, told on us on YouTube, trying to protect the situation. We broke this situation down in 2021. Look what happened to Nipsey. Go see what was said in there. But it was said that Brick Baby robbed somebody, and Big U was counting out the money and said it was only 2-3 racks. Brick said it was supposed to be between 5 and 7. But this little situation right here got him wrapped up in a federal indictment.
That's crazy. That's probably why I feel like all of them dudes go try to find a way out, bro. And guess what? They gonna be like, shit, gang, like, nigga, like some 6ix9ine shit. Like, nigga, man, this nigga was extorting me, nigga. You see what I'm saying, nigga? And nigga, they talking about get this nigga up in there, let me out. Man, that nigga was doing me dirty out. Man, that nigga Brick gonna say something, bro. Think about it. Think about it. You know, he ain't going out, he ain't gonna take that on the chin like that. Nigga, you was getting extorted over there. That nigga was, nigga, that was your daddy. You see what I'm saying, nigga? And you was paying for his protection. Now he in there looking like he'd never get out. You see what I'm saying? And they giving you a way out. Man, this nigga go talk to, man. I don't believe none of these dudes, man. Everybody said first of all, don't put yourself in those situations, gang. You see what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in those situations. Don't do crime with niggas so you don't have to worry about none of that shit. But nah, you niggas want to think y'all silent and y'all hard until them niggas fuck around in 100 years. Nigga, and then you got your little daughter sitting right there. And this ain't, listen, last time I seen some niggas do some shit like that, nigga, this was in the 70s when niggas had a value. All these niggas out here, man, stop believing these niggas, bro. These niggas will tell, bro. Nigga, oh, Brick Baby solid. Yeah, right, nigga, not. Yeah, all right, somebody gonna be over here fucking on your girlfriend. Yeah, nigga, fucking your baby mama. Yeah, real hard. Yeah. She stand down with you right now because it's trial. And you know how much these phone bills is running up, nigga? Hey, that phone, nigga, they paying about like $1,000 a month just on phone calls. Then they still need care packages and shit like that. Come on, gang. This nigga, man, this nigga threw his whole Zaire nigga was a private prep school boy, you know what I'm saying, that found his way to the streets. Man, come on, man. That nigga didn't even have to live like that, bro. And he brags about coming from money. So if you spent your whole life coming from money, nigga, you don't know about no poverty and hard times and struggles and loyalty and solidarity, nigga. Nah, nigga, what? Come on, man. You gonna be missing all your fancy shoes, your jewelry, your flights, your trips. It's fun now, you see what I'm saying? But in a minute, come on in here, man. Look, we about to give you a way out. Yeah, man, you ain't gonna never be able to come to LA. And nigga like, shit, I'll go back to Atlanta. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, this nigga have no problem running to Atlanta. Luce Cannon have no problem coming to Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Who go chase these niggas down and do something to them? Who? Who's going to throw their life away because of somebody else's problems? Let's go.
On the wiretap and paying the OG homie, furthering the criminal enterprise is what they saying. So just like we spoke on in that Jefe A-Tray Gangsta federal case, where they had controlled buys with confidential sources and witnesses, same goes here. Instead of buys, they had controlled extortion payments. So the people that Big U was shaking down, the FBI was giving them money to make sure it gets into Big U's hands as a documented payment for his extortion methods. November 19, 2021. Again, not even a year after that murder. The FBI provided $500 in cash for the meeting, and victim one paid that money to Henley. January 20th, 2022, the FBI provided $1,000 in cash that victim one paid to Robinson for Henley. February 17th, 2022, the FBI provided another $1,000 in cash that victim one paid to Robinson on camera for Henley. In one of the meetings, victim one paid Henley out of his own money, but it was documented and given to the feds on camera. And in this instance, Henley said, they bumped it down to $1,500. They was taxing them a little bit more at that time in July of 2022. But there was numerous controlled extortion payments. And there was also an incident where he extorted some club promoters in Deja Vu, where at his birthday he said that he wanted to have some entertainers. T.I. and Wiz Khalifa was supposed to pull up. He said he wanted 30.
See, when they already know that you was extorting club promoters, these dudes, them type of people, they definitely finna get you up, gang. You see what I'm saying? Because they gonna try to keep that nigga Big U in jail, gang. That's why I say the smartest thing he could have did was go pro per. He get to watch everybody. I'm talking about everybody. See, and the way I look at it, he doesn't even have the resources. You see what I'm saying? To fight his case. It's impossible. Nigga, I can imagine his cell stacked full of documents, and it's not even enough time. You see what I'm saying? That's why he was trying to run. He was trying to have a speedy trial because they not prepared to even, you know what I'm saying? With 20,000 audio calls, come on, gang. That'd be impossible. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, it's not looking good for Big U. You got to realize, especially with him going pro se and all that, right? He questioned everybody who went against him. He want to face all of his accusers. You know how many people that's gonna be lined up talking about him, and all of this is gonna stem from that grant money that he was getting. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, because he's like, which one of you suckers go try to take that? Nigga, can't nobody from 60s do it. Yeah, nigga, he was adamant about that shit. Yeah, let's go.
3% of what the bar made for the night. So after that, he calls one of the promoters and basically is like, look, y'all put my face on this flyer. It's all over the city. My wife is tripping. I need 30 racks. Club promoter like, man.
Hi, I'm Burke, a small business insurance expert with Byberk.
What's a Byberk?
Byberk isn't a...
Maybe 20, because 30 is the pot. So I'll give you 20, I'll take 10. Big U said no, 30. Wiz Khalifa, T.I. didn't end up pulling up. Some witnesses seen him shake the club promoter in the back for that 30 racks. And on top of that,
he'll testify.
He still asked for the 33% of the bar. And of course, these demands were followed by threats. He said he'll tear the whole shit up if the demands aren't met. He said they had 5,000 6-0s in the club to tear it down. Bring me my money. So he was doing a lot of strong arming in the city. Now, somebody else that everybody is surprised to see in this indictment, including myself, we follow each other on Instagram. This has been a big name in the city for years now. Trap Kitchen Monty. She was also on that Title III wiretap. The feds intercepted phone calls and text messages between her and Big U. Now, they also alleged that Big U was smacking it. I can't say that's what's in the documents. But they were saying that she was providing women to cross state lines to do some hoeing and take care of some of Big U people in that fashion. Now, in June 2023, that federal task force interviewed her at her house. She admitted to promoting prostitution, noting that she was known for bringing the hoes. She provided females to Big U as long as they was paid. And the next day after this, she was supposed to go up to the FBI field office and let them sync her phone up to their computer to extract all the data. Now, of course, she wasn't supposed to have communication with anybody after this interaction, but they intercepted her talking to Big U and meeting with Big U. And at this time, Big U was already knowing that the feds was tapping phones. But at this time, she meets with Big U, breaks down everything that happened. And, it looks like Eugene grounded her a little bit, made her pull her shit together. And she didn't cooperate anymore after that point. She didn't make another statement and didn't go to the FBI field office to empty the contents of her phone, because that would have blew everything up. But they got warrants for all of that right now. The biometrics, everything. They're trying to go through everything right now. But the reason Big U knew his phone was tapped was because a couple months prior to this interaction between Trap Kitchen Monty and the feds, Las Vegas police pulled up to Big U crib, tried to do the okie doke, saying they was new detectives working on Rayshawn Williams' case, and they just wanted to touch everybody that could know something 2 years later for the anniversary of his homicide. He wasn't at home at the time. His wife called him. And anybody know, if you ever got a phone call with somebody telling you, hey, the police looking for you, the number one question you ask, how many of them was it? That's the universal question. So the feds intercepted that call and noticed that Big U was getting wary about the phones. He didn't return home for 2 weeks after that point and started to move a little differently. But like I said, there was already hours of phone calls and what the feds call a pertinent conversation that had meaning in relation to the indictment or the case. But this whole situation right here gave them the opportunity to go ahead and look into his financial affairs, which is where they hit him with the EIDL. A lot of people's thinking of PPP. When the IRS involved, it was that EIDL, the one before the PPP that wasn't forgivable. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Don't do that. They said he got 90 racks from the EIDL under Unique Music, saying he operated with a $200,000 profit for the year when he was actually at a $5,000 loss, and got him for a fraudulent application on that. So this is where the bank and the wire fraud come in. The embezzlement. It said that he embezzled around $150,000 on 7 separate occasions, where we see in August of 2019, he got $20,000 donated to his business by an NBA All-Star. January 2020, $14,000 that he embezzled from a payment from an award-winning music publishing company. Now, the embezzlement happened because these people were donated to a business. So in this case, for example, the publishing company donated $24,000. Once they followed the money, it was seen that $14,000 out of that $24,000 was transferred to his personal bank account and being used for personal expenses instead of the business expenses.
That right there, anything over, why would you even take 14 grand? 9,000, 8,000? It probably would have flew under the radar, but not really when you got them people, the IRS, looking into your digital fingerprint, man. That's crazy, bro. Man, he could have been smart about that in so many different ways, gang. Let's go.
Expenses that were negotiated at the time of the donation. Simple stuff. Very simple. They're trying to add everything up. This is what the feds do. And it said September 21st, 2022. He embezzled $19,000 out of a $20,000 donation from an NBA MVP, former NBA MVP. And he also had a situation with ex-NFL player Willie McGinnis. Well, I believe it's Willie McGinnis, based on a situation that Willie McGinnis had in the club at the same exact time. And the indictment is referencing somebody named WM, who was a former professional football player, where it said that this individual busted somebody in their head with a bottle at the club. Big U had to step in and had to squeeze them folks from pressing charges, getting the heat off Willie McGinnis.
Oh, I forgot about a switcher, bro. That was fire. What? We're gonna try to do some.
Is this how his son is in the NFL? I can't say. I'm not gonna go there, of course.
Whoo, that's even bad. We gonna leave it right there, man. Damn. Now they go, man. Big, you gonna have to leave his son out of this. He gonna have to do everything that I even, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up that. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy work, man. Hey, y'all drop them opinions in that comment section, man. Y'all sub up, man. Don't forget to hit the notification bell when y'all do, man. On that note, man, I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. Let's go.